Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, where we explore all things health and wellness. In today's video, we're diving into a super important topic, the health of your brain. While we often focus on our physical health, the health of our brain is just as crucial. There are several warning signs that could indicate your brain isn't functioning at its best, and it's important to catch these early. Today, we'll discuss 12 signs your brain might not be healthy and what you can do about it. If you're concerned about any of these symptoms, it might be time to take action. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Reduce problem-solving skills. One of the clearest signs that your brain might not be functioning properly is a noticeable decline in your problem-solving skills. If you found yourself struggling to make decisions or analyze situations that were once second nature, this could be a red flag. Think about those moments where you're faced with a simple task, but it feels overwhelming or confusing. Maybe you're taking longer to process information, or you can't come up with solutions as easily as you used to. This isn't just about a temporary brain fog, it's a deeper issue that may affect your personal and professional life. When your brain isn't performing at its best, these cognitive challenges can slow you down, make it harder to manage responsibilities, and even cause frustration or anxiety. It's important to pay attention to these signs because they might point to underlying cognitive impairment or mental fatigue. Taking action early can help you regain clarity and keep your mind sharp. Memory problem. One significant sign that your brain may not be functioning properly is experiencing memory problems. If you find yourself frequently misplacing items, struggling to recall names, or forgetting important dates, it's essential to pay attention. These lapses in memory can be frustrating and may stem from various factors, such as stress, fatigue, or even an underlying medical condition. For instance, high levels of stress can disrupt your cognitive processes, making it difficult for your brain to encode and retrieve information effectively. Additionally, fatigue can cloud your thinking and diminish your ability to concentrate, leading to forgetfulness. If you notice a noticeable decline in your ability to remember essential information or keep up with daily tasks, it's a clear indication that something might be off. This isn't just about the occasional lapse, it's about recognizing patterns that impact your daily life. In such cases, seeking help from a healthcare professional can provide insights and solutions to address these memory concerns and improve your cognitive health. Remember, acknowledging these signs is the first step toward taking charge of your mental well-being. Difficulty concentrating. Let's talk about one critical sign that your brain may not be functioning properly: difficulty concentrating. Have you ever found yourself in the middle of a conversation only to realize that your mind is miles away? Or maybe you're tackling a project at work but keep getting sidetracked by every little distraction. This inability to focus can be frustrating, and it often signals a deeper issue. It might stem from mental fatigue, where your brain is simply overwhelmed and in need of a break. When your mind is unable to settle on one thing, it can lead to increased stress and a sense of being overwhelmed, further exacerbating the problem. It's crucial to recognize this sign early, as it could indicate cognitive decline that warrants further exploration and possibly professional help. So, if you find focusing on tasks increasingly challenging, it may be time to reflect on your mental health and consider ways to regain that clarity and concentration you once had. Let's talk about a sign that many people overlook: mood swings and irritability. Have you ever experienced significant changes in your mood, where you suddenly feel anxious, depressed, or irritable without any clear reason? These fluctuations can be a strong indicator that your brain is not functioning properly. When your brain is out of balance, it can affect your emotional regulation, leading to feelings of frustration or sadness that seem to come out of nowhere. Hormonal changes, high stress levels, or even underlying neurological disorders can contribute to these emotional swings. This isn't just about having a bad day. It can disrupt your relationships, impact your work performance, and diminish your overall quality of life. It's essential to recognize these signs as potential signals that your brain may need some care and attention. Addressing the root causes of these mood changes is crucial, as it can help restore emotional stability and improve your daily functioning. If you notice these patterns persisting, it might be time to reach out for professional support to get back on track. Have you ever found yourself reaching for pain relievers more often than you'd like? Frequent headaches can be a frustrating and disruptive experience, and they might be more than just an annoyance. When headaches become persistent, especially if they're new or differ from what you're used to, it can signal that something is not right with your brain's functioning. These headaches can arise from various factors, including stress, mental fatigue, or tension, all of which can strain your brain. Chronic headaches can also be a sign of dehydration or inadequate sleep, indicating that your body is not receiving the care it needs. Furthermore, while many headaches are benign, frequent occurrences could point to more serious underlying conditions that may require medical evaluation. Ignoring this sign could lead to further complications, as it may reflect how well your brain is managing stress and functioning overall. So, if you're experiencing these frequent headaches, it's essential to pay attention and take action, as your brain might be trying to tell you that it needs a little more care and attention. Lack of motivation. Let's talk about something many of us have experienced at some point: a sudden lack of motivation. If you've noticed that you're no longer excited about activities or hobbies that once brought you joy, it could be more than just feeling off. This drop in motivation may actually be a sign that your brain isn't functioning properly. When your brain is under stress, fatigued, or dealing with emotional challenges like depression or burnout, it struggles to keep up with the demands of daily life. You might feel drained or uninterested, even in things that used to make you happy. The key here is to listen to your body and mind, take steps to manage stress, and if necessary, seek professional support to help get you back on track. Taking care of your mental health is crucial, and recognizing a lack of motivation as a sign of brain strain is an important first step. Chronic fatigue. Feeling constantly exhausted, even after a full night's sleep, can be a major red flag that your brain isn't functioning properly. Chronic fatigue goes beyond just being tired. It's a deep, persistent exhaustion that no amount of rest seems to fix. When your brain is overworked or stressed, it affects your body's energy levels, leaving you feeling drained throughout the day. This kind of fatigue isn't just physical, it's mental as well. It can make it incredibly hard to focus, think clearly, or complete even the simplest tasks. You may find yourself struggling to concentrate, forgetting things more easily, or feeling unmotivated to start anything new. If you've noticed this kind of overwhelming fatigue in your life, it could be your brain signaling that something deeper is going on, whether it's stress, a sleep disorder, or even depression. Ignoring these signs can lead to bigger problems, so it's important to pay attention to how you're feeling and take action before it worsens. Sensory issues are another sign that your brain might not be functioning properly. If you're noticing that everyday sounds seem louder than usual, lights feel too bright, or even normal touches feel uncomfortable, this could be your brain sending warning signals. Your brain processes all the sensory information you take in, and when it's not working as it should, these signals can become exaggerated or distorted. For example, sounds that never bothered you before might suddenly seem overwhelming. These changes in how you perceive the world around you can be subtle at first, but they are definitely worth paying attention to. Sensory issues like these often indicate that your brain is struggling to process information correctly, and this could be related to stress, fatigue, or a more serious underlying condition. If you're noticing this happening regularly, it's important to seek advice from a healthcare professional to explore what's going on beneath the surface. One sign that your brain may not be working properly is difficulty learning new information. If you're finding it harder to absorb or retain things you've just learned, that's a clear warning signal. You might notice that tasks or concepts that used to come easily now feel overwhelming or confusing. This could be anything from struggling to remember instructions at work to finding it challenging to pick up a new hobby or skill. Your brain relies on processing new information efficiently, but when this ability declines, it can point to cognitive issues. This might be caused by stress, mental fatigue, or even a lack of mental stimulation, which slows down your brain's capacity to store and retrieve information. When your brain isn't working at its best, learning becomes much harder, and this can impact both your personal and professional life. Reduced emotional response is a significant sign that your brain might not be functioning properly. When you become emotionally numb or feel disconnected from your surroundings and relationships, it may indicate that your brain is having difficulty processing emotions. This detachment can manifest as a lack of enthusiasm, empathy, or reaction to events that would normally trigger an emotional response. Often, this is a defense mechanism employed by the brain when it's overwhelmed by prolonged stress, trauma, or mental health conditions such as depression and burnout. In these states, the brain may reduce emotional regulation as a way of coping, leading to a sense of emotional flatness or apathy. This detachment can affect personal relationships and social interactions, as well as diminish overall quality of life. Recognizing this early is critical, as it can signal the need for intervention to restore emotional balance and well-being. Recognizing these signs early is crucial for maintaining your mental health and overall well-being. Your brain is your body's control center, so when it's not functioning properly, it can affect every aspect of your life: cognitive abilities, emotional stability, and physical health. If you or someone close to you is experiencing multiple symptoms, such as memory issues, difficulty concentrating, mood swings, or persistent fatigue, it's important not to ignore them. These could be warning signs of underlying mental or neurological problems that, if left untreated, may worsen over time. Consulting a healthcare professional for a thorough evaluation is key. They can help identify the root causes of these symptoms and offer guidance, whether it's through lifestyle changes, therapy, or medical treatment. Sometimes, these signs can be a result of stress, burnout, or a temporary imbalance, but they can also signal more serious conditions like depression, anxiety, or neurodegenerative diseases. Early detection and intervention can significantly improve outcomes, preventing further cognitive decline and improving quality of life. It's also important to remember that taking care of your brain is just as essential as caring for your physical health. Mental wellness should be a priority in your daily life. Incorporating healthy habits like regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and mental stimulation through reading, puzzles, or learning new skills can all contribute to brain health. Don't underestimate the importance of managing stress and taking time for self-care, as prolonged stress can have a negative impact on brain function. By staying mindful of these signs and taking proactive steps, you can help preserve your cognitive abilities and live a healthier, more balanced life.